Hi, guys. All right, welcome everyone. Good evening. All right, guys. So, we're going to be doing all signs. How is Jupiter going to be blessing you? Okay. So, make sure to check your different placements. Definitely check your Jupiter placement for sure. And we're going to jump right in because it is late. But thank you for everybody who is here with me, just keeping me company as I read for you guys. Hi to everyone who's in here. I appreciate everyone being here. Oh, you know what I just forgot to do? Hold on, let me do this really quickly. I forgot to drop Scorpio's reading. Let me do that while I'm getting started. Okay. All right, so Scorpio's reading is dropped. Okay. So I did Scorpio today, Leo, Gemini, and Taurus. So check that out on the channel whenever you can. All right. All right, guys, let's get started. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right, let's just jump right in. I'm going to do Aries all the way to Pisces. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great Tuesday. All right. Let me make sure the audio is good too. I don't know. I checked it already, but I don't know what's wrong with me. Alrighty. All right. So this is for Aries and Aries placements. How is Jupiter going to be blessing you? How is Jupiter blessing my Aries and Aries placements at this time? This may be a quicker reading, guys, because I'm just going to pull two cards and clarify and then bounce to the next sign, okay? So how is Jupiter going to be blessing my Aries and Aries placements? Give me some messages, please. All right, give me some messages for Aries and Aries placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Aries at this time? How is Jupiter blessing my Aries at this time? Ooh, okay. All right, nice. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I definitely feel like Aries, moving forward, you could find yourself being in like the right places at the right time, like at the right tables, right conversations, right rooms, right conversations, overhearing things that are considered valuable or lucky for you. I just feel like you're coming across valuable information that you can utilize and leverage for yourself. So that's really good. You know, like if you're at work and then you stumble into like the break room right after you use the restroom, you know, and then like maybe a manager is in there and then they're talking about something that could be valuable to you, kind of like that. Or maybe you actually go and hang out with your friends and then you're at a table and then someone comes that like brings in a grand opportunity for you. So I just see you like stumbling upon good information like, ooh, I'm so happy that I came today. Or I'm so happy I'm here right now. Like just very coincidental luck, okay? So that's always good. Hmm. Also, too, if you were in the middle of someone else's drama, I see that those two individuals are going to figure it out so that you don't have to pick a side or you don't have to be in the middle, be the middleman. So that's another thing. If that was stressing you out or just bringing unnecessary drama into your life, that's also what I'm seeing. Like you don't even have to be involved. You don't have to pick a side. You don't have to do that awkwardness, you know, they're going to figure it out. All right. Okay. So the two cards that are coming out for you, we have, sorry, I'm just making sure you guys can hear me. All right. We have Judgment here, which is really nice. This came out for Leo today when I did Leo's reading on the channel. And what I feel about this, it's a very lucky card, especially right now, because it talks about opportunities coming back around. So if you self sabotage, if you let limiting beliefs, you know, get in the way of you taking advantage or seizing an opportunity, if you feel like you miss your calling or you miss your chance, you miss your spot, something is coming back around for you to try it again and give it your all. So that is how you're being blessed. Something that you really wanted, an opportunity that you really wanted to take advantage of is coming right back to you. Almost like a magnet. Okay. So you have very magnetic energy here. I also feel like you're going to have clarity to make a decision, especially with that Two of Swords, can be like very indecisive. That was on the bottom of your deck. And I feel like even in a moment where you may feel indecisive about making a decision, whatever choice that you land on becomes the right decision. Okay. So you can't choose wrong. So that's very lucky as well. Let's go ahead and clarify that first, and then we'll talk about your second card. Oof. All right. Tell me about judgment for my Aries and Aries placements. What does judgment mean? How is Jupiter blessing my Aries with the judgment card? I feel like I'm out of breath. I've been running up and down the stairs, trying to find something before I started. And I'm like still out of breath, like a fatty. All right. Clarify judgment. Yeah. All right. Ace of Swords. So like some type of clarity surrounding an opportunity like coming back to you. You could be hearing about this opportunity through word of mouth, being in the right rooms, being in the right conversations, getting some type of grand opportunity again. Also, clarity around a decision that you need to make. Even if you're very confused, you don't really know what to say, you feel like you want more time to think on it, but you don't have the time to think on it. Whatever you choose is the right decision for you, and it brings you a lot of like abundance. So, you can't go wrong there. Knight of Swords, again, is that card of seizing opportunities. So something coming back around to you to kind of catapult you into the direction that you want to be in. This could be business success. This could be like elevating your finances. This could be hobbies, interests, travel, love. Just seen the Ace of Cups. All right, what else for judgment? All right, Five of Wands. Again, I feel like you've been really tied into other people's drama. There's someone around you that's very drama filled. They can be very dramatic. Let's not call them drama filled. Let's call them dramatic. Okay. And for some reason, you always end up in the middle. And I feel like that situation is going to rejuvenate itself. Those people are going to work it out, figure it out. You don't have to pick a side. You don't have to test your loyalty, which would create bigger problems for you. So I feel like that is going to come to a cease. I definitely see you being very motivated moving forward in July. And with the Chariot, I feel like a lot of success. So towards your goals, if you are trying to elevate yourself in some way, being very successful in that, having forward movement. Some of you guys too, something with a car, getting a car fixed, getting a new car, getting a proper car aligned to your desires, that kind of thing. I feel like that will happen for you as well. All right, moving forward, we have the 10 of Cups, which is really nice. Really supportive social circle that you could be attracting. Okay, so keep that in mind. This could be like people that you network with. This could be your circle, your friends. This also is family. So if you're wanting to create your own family, if you have children and you're looking for someone who would be a perfect match for a blended family, that is coming in for you as well. Also, 10 of Cups is like your dreams coming true or ultimate fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So something's going to make you very, very happy moving into July. Let's see what that is. Let's clarify. Oh, hi, Kristen. Wow. Okay. So the journal prompts help you. I have more journal prompts too, guys. I'm actually working on a journal. And I do want to share it with you guys, like give you guys it for free. So if you're interested in that, then I'll have to like drop a link this week on the community page. But yeah, Kristen, definitely email me if you can. I would love to hear your feedback about the journal prompts I gave you after the reading. That makes me really happy. All right, let's see. 10 of Cups. And I bet you find it easier to answer them now versus when I first gave it to you. All right, 10 of Cups for Aries. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Something about your contacts and your connections, your community, your family, something is very lucky with it. You know, Aries, you may find out that you walk into some luck with your family. This could be like business luck, like if you go into business with family. You know how some people feel like never go into business with family, but for you, I feel like it could be a very lucky thing. And also spontaneous, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is like very spontaneous. It just kind of falls out of thin air. So something very lucky could be happening with your family. You could get lucky when it comes to love and building a family of your own. Also, very lucky with your connections, your social circle, your community, your support system. So that's always nice. Something too revolving a case, like a legal case as well, could be really going in your favor, like getting very lucky from that and involving your friends, your social circle, or even your family. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you definitely took some hard hits this year with the Ten of Swords. Something was, meant to devastate you. But from that, your blessing from Jupiter is that you're going to be very abundant, a lots of financial security. And it involves your community, your family, or maybe creating your own family. Something's bringing you a lot of emotional fulfillment. It's a big turnaround with the Wheel of Fortune, and coming from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups is like better than you could have ever imagined, because when you were in that Ten of Swords spot, when you could have been like depressed or just at a very, very devastated or low emotional state, you just couldn't see this turning around for you. But very, very abundant. Also, Nine of Pentacles is an energy where your emotions are in check, which is always good. But it's also like a life of luxury. So elevated lifestyle, elevated community. Really nice. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. I like it. All right. That's what I have for you, Aries, and Aries placements. So let's move on to Taurus. I feel like I'm so shaky, but then I'm like realizing it's because of this. The Red Bull. I haven't drank a Red Bull in probably like a month and a half. So I probably need to cool it. All right. All right, let's move on to Taurus and Taurus placements. All right, hi Taurus. I did drop a video for you on the channel, so if you do want to check that out, definitely take a look. All right, so how is Jupiter blessing my Taurus and Taurus placements at this time? How is Jupiter blessing my Taurus and Taurus placements at this time? Give me some messages, please. How is Jupiter blessing my Taurus and Taurus placements? All right, let's see. All right, we have the Death card. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, wow. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Strength. Oops, there we go. All right, I feel like you're being blessed by being more brave to do things that probably scared you a lot in the past. You were probably very afraid to do certain things. Maybe you had like certain beliefs. Maybe you talked yourself out of doing things that you wanted to do to progress your life, to have growth. I feel like you're just way more courageous. Like nothing is going to scare you moving forward. You're going to try new things and be very successful. Be very brave. That's what I'm seeing. Also, Strength card is about like having self-control and self-discipline, and this comes in all ways for you. So in love, if you have that ex that always comes around and like sweeps you off your feet, but they're no good and it just never ends correctly, I feel like you're now going to have that self-control to not involve yourself in that energy. or if there was like damaging habits or routines that you would cycle through, I feel like that's coming to an end. You're just not that person anymore. And big um spotlight on not being that person anymore, because we have the death card, which is like a big glow up or just transformation. So just shedding your old self and becoming new, a new Taurus, like definitely new. Who is that old girl or old guy, basically? All right. We also have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is like fast, quick. Okay. It's also like trusting yourself to act on your impulses. You know, sometimes most people should not trust themselves to act on their impulses because it leads them to like really bad outcomes. But for you, your blessing is go ahead and do what you want because you have that self control, self discipline. You can trust yourself and you're going to have positive outcomes by the things that you take action on very rapidly. So you may see that your manifestations come to you faster than most of your peers. And it's very effortless with the Knight of Wands. All right. So getting what you want and very fast, very magnetic energy, but also like taking initiative, not being afraid to take risk, and things landing out very well for you. Tell me about this glow up that you're having, Taurus. Death card. Yes, that's how I feel right now. I feel like Jesus take the wheel after I drink that. And I'm like, why do I feel that way? But I realize I'm not the same anymore, y'all. All right, let's see. Tell me about the death card. All right, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so okay, death card is like what you consider your safety net, what you consider, what you are very comfortable with. I feel like you're stepping outside of bounds. Okay, so again, like pushing the limits, stepping outside of the box, trying new things in all forms. So, and it's very transformative. So, this could be like even with your physical appearance or like how you like to dress, how you do your hair. You may do like a funky haircut, you know? You may try something really new with your fashion sense. You may get like a tattoo if you've never gotten tattoos. You may cover up a tattoo, may get like a piercing somewhere that you never thought you would. Okay. But definitely stepping out of your safety zone. All right. And I feel like you feel very comfortable doing this. You are definitely more adventurous than most people would be. I feel like people are going to be looking at you and being like, huh, this is interesting. This is a new take for Taurus, but it lands very well. I feel like you look very beautiful or handsome with these new changes. It elevates you in a nice way. It really elevates your aura. But there's a different sense of like what you feel safe with. This also could be like moving, relocation. If you've stayed in a certain location for the longest time because it was your safety net, you may now feel more adventurous and brave to step outside the box and move somewhere that you've always wanted to move. This could also be like work or career or industry, breaking out in a new industry, a new career, a new company or, you know, job. This is also like socially, like the type of friends that you usually attract or the type of lovers that you usually attract, stepping out of your safety net and trying something different here. So yeah, that's very interesting. What else? All right, Ace of Pentacles. You're making new commitments elsewhere, but also I feel like the most important commitment you're making is to yourself. So this is like you could be committing to do all the things that you were afraid to do previously and really like take advantage of those things. All right. So I feel like this is going to land very well for you. So whatever seeds that you're planting right now will continue to grow. taking a lot of risks. There are things that you just would never do in the past. And with the Knight of Wands, you're just going for it. And I feel like it's landing very well. Okay. Again, Knight of Wands right here. So there's confirmation. Clarify the Knight of Wands for Taurus. This is going to be so interesting, Taurus, seeing this transformation for you and all the things that you're doing. There will be a lot of judgment. And the judgment comes because people just feel like they could never do those things. Like they want to do the same things that you're doing. They're inspired by you, but they just are afraid. And you're no longer afraid to push the limits here. All right. Yeah, we have the Hangman. So you may start to get bored of your surroundings, and this is what kind of pushes you to try new things or be around new people, or even get out of your current environment, because the Hangman, you have a lot of hangmen around you, people who just have no action, no motion. And it's boring to you. You're like, I am adventurous. I'm on go mode. All right. Page of Pentacles too. Feel like you're going to be investing in new ways. Like when it comes to your life, you want to plant seeds elsewhere. You want to see where it can take you. So you're definitely going somewhere else here. You're doing something risky and you're going to actually go for it. It's something that you've always wanted to do. It's risky to you, but you're going to go for it. I feel like it's going to land very well. Again, this could be moving. This could be like starting your own business, breaking out in a new industry. You know, this could be a lot of different things, but I feel like it's going to land very well. And it's considered risky for a lot of people. Your family, your friends, you know, your peers are all going to think like, are you sure about that? But once you do it, I feel like it's going to be a very positive outcome. I feel like you know what you're doing here with the Emperor. Okay. Wow. So have a lot of fun, Taurus. I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun with this new you and have a lot of positives. All right. So we're going to, and lots of forward movement, like getting things very, making quick decisions and actions and things unraveling in your life very quickly for you because you didn't like sit on your ideas. All right. Thank you, Taurus. Hi, Inner Stereo. I know. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, I also posted your reading today, so make sure to check that out as well. All right, so this is for Gemini and Gemini placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Geminis and Gemini placements at this time? How is Jupiter blessing Gemini and Gemini placements? Guys, make sure to like the video if you would be so kind. And I thank you. I thank you for that. Very grateful. All right. So how is Jupiter blessing my Geminis and Gemini placements? Ooh, okay. 10 of Swords. You're definitely getting out of this funk that's kind of been weighing over your head, and it's tied to a certain category in your life. So I don't know if you've been feeling down about like your career or, you know, maybe your purpose in life, like what you're supposed to be doing, what's going to bring you fulfillment, maybe even your love life, maybe your social life. I don't know, but whatever it is, you're getting out of this funk. So really good things are starting to progress for you or going to be happening for you. Also feel like too, like I feel like you've been stabbed in the back quite a bit during that time. And so it's going to be equaled out. Okay? You're going to see that for sure. Ooh, 9 of Cups. I was thinking of this card earlier and how beautiful it would be to be blessed by the 9 of Cups, because the 9 of Cups is just amazing. 9 of Cups is being like MVP, first choice. It's a very glamorous card. It's like your looks, you know, really being appealing, being very beautiful, very handsome. It's also wish fulfillment. So just getting what you want, being a great manifester. It's a very, very beautiful card to be blessed with. Very, very beautiful. I was literally thinking about this card earlier. All right, we have the Strength card. So with this being on the bottom of the deck, I feel like you are overcoming this mountain of obstacles that you have been going through. All right. And it's all worth it. It was worth something. So you're definitely getting out of this maybe depression, this sadness, this devastation, backstabbing, laying that to rest, and you're not going to be simmering on this anymore. You're moving on from this. And then right like that, moving forward, the Nine of Cups, just beautiful things start unraveling for you. I feel like your looks are enhancing here. I see you just getting things in your favor, things just going the way that you would like them to. You're being like first choice for a lot of people. A lot of people are favoring you, maybe wanting to do nice things for you with the Nine of Cups. Very happy, very pleased with the universe with the Nine of Cups. And we'll see in which ways that is, okay? Nice. Remember when I said that karma? Well, I didn't say it like that, but yeah, karma, justice card, okay? So yeah, definitely karma for those who backstabbed you. All right, let's see. 10 of Swords for my Geminis. How is Jupiter blessing my Geminis with the 10 of Swords? The 10 of Swords cannot be taken lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very devastating time. So unfortunately, the universe has to get their get back, you know? What's the 10 of Swords? Ooh, Page of Swords. Okay, so remember what I said about Aries and how Aries will just be at the right place at the right time to witness things, to see things, to hear things. So Gemini, you will be at the right place at the right time to witness those who have betrayed you, those who have devastated you, those who overlooked you when you were going through your worst time, seeing them kind of, I won't say going through something similar, but definitely, you know, having their comeuppance, okay? Or you having your comeuppance against them. Definitely witnessing this. This is not being done like in the dark. This is something you'll be witnessing. I don't know how, but looks like you'll be getting this info or this intel with the Page of Swords. I also feel like with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Swords, you're going to heal from all of your, you know, wrongdoings. But when it comes to these situations that have affected you, it's going to be like a longer, drawn out process. They're not going to have this easy healing moment. They're going to really have to like sit in that. So, all right, what else is here? 10 of Swords. All right, we have the 3 of Cups. It's interesting. Okay, so if you are still, you know, at the very end moments of this sadness or devastation, I feel like you're being blessed with like lots of gatherings, social events, outings that kind of like keep you in a good mood, help you heal. It's a very fun, lifted moments, you know, very high spirited moments that will kind of get you out of this space. It's almost like you don't have time to sit around and be sad or devastated because you're always being invited out. New people, new energies, by the way. Okay. People that mutual attraction, like new friends that you feel like are interesting and they think you're interesting and they keep you busy. New love for those of you who are single and looking for love, having that mutual attraction as well and keeping you very busy with lots of fun things to keep you entertained and not thinking about the latter, you know, the past. And I feel like it helps you to heal and get out of that moment. That also is going to be witnessed to by someone who devastated you, that you're like the MVP, that you're being chosen by other people, that you're being uplifted, that you're having a fun time. So someone is also like watching, stalking you, having a grand time. 6 of Cups to confirm. All right, 9 of Cups. How will Gemini be having their way? Oh, that's good, Saggy baby. Oops. All right, let's see. How will Geminis be having their way with the 9 of Cups? How will that come into fruition? Ooh, okay. 10 of Wands. Okay. 10 of Wands with the 9 of Cups is like not having to lift a finger. What is this? It's also like, think about all of your responsibilities right now and how it would feel to not have to worry about any of those responsibilities. And I know that sounds crazy, but you really have to think about the impossible here, because Jupiter is so expansive and really drowns you in luck that this could happen. So if you didn't have to lift a finger, if you didn't have to worry about any responsibilities, like how grand and fulfilled would you be? That's really what's happening here. Feel like there's a lot of favors coming your way. There could be a lot of offers coming your way, people wanting to do things for you, take the load off of you, pay a bill here and there, everywhere. Okay. Anything that seems like too much of a task that you don't want to bother yourself with, I feel like it just magically becomes taken care of. That is really nice. Let's see what else is here. All right. We also have the King of Wands. So this is a big thing of like leadership, which does give that MVP status that you do have here. So kind of being in control as well. People being at your hand and foot, which sounds crazy, but I'm really being dead ass. Excuse my language. You have a very like it's your personality, you know what I'm saying? And you really have to focus on enjoying yourself, because the more you enjoy yourself, the luckier you become. I want you to remember that, Gemini, because it's about your personality, it's your charisma, it's your vibe, your aura. And when you're around, people are just happier. So it just makes people want to do for you, be there for you, help you. You kind of inspire people to just kind of be at your hand and foot here with the King of Wands. Also, if you have some type of hustle that you're starting or a business that you're starting, it's going to go very, very well. So anything that you want, if you want more exposure, you want more sales, more clients, more customers, if you want more connections, I feel like you're getting that as well. You got to stay open-minded here. I just see you being very, very happy. Okay. So good. I like that. All right, Gemini, that was for you. Let's move on to Cancer and Cancer placements. This is good. I love this reading. I need to do this more. All right, let's see. This is for my Cancer and Cancer placements. All right, Cancer, this one is for you. So how are my Cancers and Cancer placements being blessed by Jupiter? How are my Cancers and Cancer placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? How are my Cancers and Cancer placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. So this is like having like a rat in your camp. Okay. So you definitely have someone who is just not, you have someone here who is just not for you. I feel like you have a hard time. What's the word? Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One second, y'all. All right. I feel like you have a hard time believing that this person is not a friend or not in support of Cancer. I don't know why, okay? Because we have the Eight of Wands, which is like it's like when you get signs or synchronicities from the universe, like trying to show you something, or like even when you get repetitive like people coming to you about this person. For whatever reason, you're just not, you have not been able to like really accept it. But I feel like you're being blessed because whatever happens, someone is being removed from your life, like forcefully, and also being revealed. Okay, so Seven of Swords, like someone is just not for you. I don't know why you're not seeing it that way. I don't get it, really, Cancer. Maybe you just have a lot of love in your heart for this situation, this person, but not it. Okay, so I feel like this person is being removed. I don't know if they're like moving. I don't know if this person just stops talking to you themselves, their selves, but it just feels like poof, they're gone. Okay, so that's happening, and I feel like that's a blessing because this person's kind of shady. All right, what else do we have here? We have Magician. Magician is amazing because it talks about you just having really a lot of power to manifest what you want. Okay. So even if things are not seeming to go your way, just having a lot of power to still bring in things and turn things around. What's interesting about this card, too, snake in the grass. Okay. So, yeah, like this person has to get the hell on. Excuse my language, but they have to get the hell on because they were just interfering with your abundance in some way. Just not a good person. All right. Yeah, sorry. Magician. Resources are opening up to you as well. So maybe you've always had connections or opportunities around you, but they weren't like right in front of your face. I feel like you're starting something about signs and signals. You're starting to see more signs to like lead you right where you need to be. Think about having your own personal compass to where you could go that's hot to pick out your blessings. It's almost like you're being led right to where you need to go. You're being directed. All right. You're being aligned with these blessings, with these opportunities. We also have the Hierophant here. So again, this is divine alignment. All right. This also could be like training or school. So some of you guys could be going to school or training to like elevate your life, or just even if you're wanting to just elevate your perception, that could be good. What else do I feel like with the Hierophant? This is closer like to God, closer to in your spirituality as well. And also like traditional sense of like maybe a relationship. Some of you guys could be trying to take your relationship to a new level, maybe marriage. Okay, marriage could be coming in for you, or meeting someone that's marriage minded as well. I feel like we'll get more what? I feel like we'll get more messages as we clarify. So let's see. All right. Give me some messages for my Cancers and Cancer placements. Tell me about the Magician. Give me some messages for the Magician. This is especially Cancer if you feel like your skills, your talents, your motivation, your willpower, or just your manifestation powers have been weak. You're about to be activated, okay? All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Emperor. All right, first and foremost, definitely going to be working on something here that you're going to possibly need to get like organized into a business. Maybe you're meant to be a business owner. Maybe you're meant to work for yourself and not under a company. I feel like I've told you this already before, like in a prior reading. I feel like you're meant to do something yourself, or just be your own manager, or just be your own boss. So if you're wanting to manifest that, this is the right time to do it. You're being blessed by Jupiter with this, okay? Also, if you're afraid to do something alone, I feel like something comes with a team. So if it's not like a direct team that will be working under you, this could be like family, friends, or just people that you end up meeting that will help you get to where you are going, like keep you productive, keep you aligned, offer you help to get you where you're going so that you're not burnt out, so that you're not overexerting yourself. So if that's one of your fears, is like, I don't know if I can do this alone, you're not going to do it alone. You have a lot of help here to keep you, balanced. What else can you tell me? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. You're meant to do, I feel like you're becoming a professional in some type of field and you're meant to branch out and either be like a teacher or a manager or just be your own boss, open your own business or practice, that kind of thing. So you should think about that. I feel like it's easier than it's easier than you're making it out to be. Like it's not that hard. It's not going to cost you a whole bunch of money. You're not going to fail, that kind of vibe. I feel like you can do this. I feel like you'll be very successful here. And if you're worried about not having the help, you will find the help. Like you're being aligned with the help. Don't underestimate yourself. Okay. That's like a big thing right here. What's the Hierophant? Even if you need to like go and get training or certifications for something, this is the time to do it. Like if you need to if you have money that you're sitting on and you're like, okay, I don't know if I should go take this class. Is it going to be a waste of money? It's not. You need to just go ahead and do it. Because if you don't, I feel like you'll just waste this time and then you'll wonder about, oh, I should have done it. So go ahead and do that so that you can branch out on your own. There's something about a mentor here as well, like getting a very valuable mentor who will push you, who will make you more of a believer, like self-belief, who will change your self-concept. All right, we have the Nine of Cups here, which is really good. All right, so this is like getting wish fulfillment if it's like being accepted to some type of training, certification process. This is also like school, mentorship. I feel like you're getting that. And also really vibing with your mentor. Also about like traditional relationships, monogamy, marriage as well, like finding your person. Six of Pentacles. This is not really about networking for you. This is more so like a really, really, really good connection that puts you to where you're going. Like someone who could be at a place that you want to be in or that you look up to or that you admire, that's going to really help you take the next steps to get to that level. I feel like you're being aligned with a really good mentor. And even if it's not like just a mentor, I may feel like the person that you could be dating next could be a husband or a wife, but also this person has resources to kind of like help fund your purpose in life. So that's nice. You're coming across someone who is a really big connection, all right? And it's going to help you fund your dreams in some way, whether that's through their connections, valuable information, teaching, certifications, money, resources. You're being aligned with that. So you don't want to second guess yourself. Like if you're getting that opportunity, if you're bumping into the right person, take advantage. Don't second guess yourself. That's what I'm getting. Because some of you guys feel like it's just a dream, but it's not. Like this is reality for you. Alrighty, that's what I have, Cancer. Stepping into your purpose here. And getting rid of that, you know, whoever that person is that's just not for you. That person is like getting out of your life. Alrighty, now we're going to be doing Leo. Leo, I also dropped your reading today, so you definitely want to check that out as well. All right, so this is for Leos and my Leo placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Leos? How is Jupiter blessing my Leos at this time? How is Jupiter blessing my Leo placements and Leos at this time? Give me some messages, please. Ooh, all right, we have the Devil. And we have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. All right, so you're definitely getting out of your head about something here. I also feel like if you had codependency towards something like a habit or a person, you're getting out of that, but also getting out of your head. Also feel like it's so interesting because I feel like you're losing codependency, but there's also some new obsession that you're coming into that can bring you a lot of luck. It feels like a healthy obsession, okay? Something that's good for you with the devil. What's on the bottom of the deck? Okay, 4 of Cups. Okay. In some way, you've been getting overlooked, not being first pick. And it has been affecting like your emotional self. Maybe you're like, you've been questioning your self worth because of this. I feel like that situation is done. I don't feel like that's coming back around. I don't feel like that is on your level at all. But you're definitely coming into something much more aligned for you, something that will reaffirm your self-worth. Yeah, you something did a number on your ego in the past. But this thing was just not on your level. You know what I'm saying? It kind of put you down for a little bit, put you in your head. Something much bigger and grander is coming towards you that will reaffirm your self-worth. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. Tell me about the devil. Like something much grander is coming in, and then once you get that, you'll be like, okay, I'm so glad I didn't stick with that past thing. What's the devil here? Now, the devil for like in the positive, sometimes I think of this as like taking a gamble and like hitting the jackpot. So I'm wondering, how is that going to happen for you? Tell me about the devil for my Leos and Leo placements. How they'll be blessed. All right. Again, we have the 4 of Cups. So if you think about the 4 of Cups, this is someone who is like being, there we go. This is like someone who's being overlooked. So if we think about the positive of this, it's almost like you can't be overlooked ever again. You're always being picked. You're always getting the first spot. Like if it comes to like when you're looking for a job or you're trying to get promoted, you're just getting those promotions. Even if you lazily apply to something, you're not expecting much or you just don't even care, you're still getting that push forward. Okay, so I feel like this applies to things that you're applying to. So if you're applying to a home, if you're applying for a loan, if you're trying to bid on something, especially like auctions, I don't know, you're definitely going to get it. It's going to fall through for you. It's things that you may just not care about, which is interesting. So things that you just don't put a lot of passion behind are just coming through for you. Very mysterious with the devil. What else is here? This is like, like when people play like the lotto at the gas station, sometimes it's very like subconscious and it's not like a conscious thing. It's not like they go in and really think that they're going to win. It's just like it becomes routine. It's like every Friday I play these numbers. I feel like you're having a moment like that where you just weren't expecting nothing to happen and something really huge or big happens for you. It changes your self-concept and self-belief. What is this? Okay. Something had you almost like in a chokehold with the 5 of Wands and also with the Page of Swords. Okay. So if you think about that with the devil, you could have been getting a little infatuated with a certain person here, maybe, Leo. You couldn't shake them for some reason. I feel like this person made you feel overlooked in a way. I feel like that's changing almost overnight for you where you just don't care anymore. The dynamic is going to change between you and this person too. It could be like a mirroring effect where you just don't care anymore and then this person becomes infatuated with you. So look out for that. you just kind of move on, and then you get this sudden attention and attraction from this energy, and then you just don't care anymore. You don't want it anymore. So look out for that. I definitely see that coming in. Could be from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So look out for that as well. But I also feel like a sudden jackpot, like just hitting big on something that you just didn't care about. You didn't put too much thought behind it, and it just works out for you. So like a windfall. All right, tell me about the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, for sure, how you're being blessed is like no more negative thinking, no more down talking on yourself, just getting out of that energy. Getting back into your confidence. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Lots of self-love. So I feel like you're just falling in love with yourself again with the Queen of Cups. You also could be opening up your heart space again as you're healing here and getting out of your head. Ten of Wands lets me know that, man, your thoughts were really burdening you. You couldn't really think positive about a certain situation. You were always thinking like the worst case scenario, and you're cutting that off. That's not happening for you anymore. This is going to allow more abundance to flow into your life, you know, once you start thinking more positively. Some of you guys too were not having restful sleeping. I don't know what that's about, but just not sleeping at night. Insomnia, okay? So that's really going on. Also, Chariot is here. So you could have been having worries like car troubles, or worries about like your future, maybe about not being as motivated as you usually are because, you know, there's been a lot of unlikely circumstances with a certain situation or connection. I feel like you're getting out of your head and you're catapulting to a lot of motivation. You're finding your drive back, your willpower. You're getting back into control of your life. You have some type of windfall coming in, a blessing, really lucky situation coming in for you. And you're just getting more motivated, and a lot of success coming towards you as well. Also, lots of self-love, falling in love with yourself again, putting yourself first, being more positive, talking to yourself more nicely, okay? Sleeping better at night as well. Now, this may also put you in a place where you're just so happy with yourself. You're having so much gratitude for yourself, and your self-worth is heightening that you may, in return, get into this hermit energy, you know? You may just find that you really enjoy your alone time. So look out for that as well. And then also at the same time, you're attracting a lot of admirers or just energies towards you. So you're attracting a lot of people, but you're also staying very like individualist energy, very much into your solitude. So that's interesting. Like solitude blessings, you know? I see you being happy, the sun as well. All right, so things looking up for you. I think the biggest thing here, well, I think the most internal thing is like feeling more positive about yourself, getting your confidence back. But a really like lucky thing is like this jackpot, this windfall that's coming in, this blessing out of nowhere that you didn't think twice about. I think that's going to be very nice. All right, so Leo, that's what I have for you. And we're going to move on to Virgo. All righty. I'm going to drink my water and not this Red Bull. All right, guys, let's move on. All right, Virgo, this one is for you. Let's see what's going on with my Virgos and Virgo placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Virgos and Virgo placements at this time? Give me some messages, please. How is Jupiter blessing my Virgos and Virgo placements at this time? What can they expect from Jupiter in the positive? Alrighty, let's see, Virgo, what comes out for you. Ooh, Nine of Cups again. Wow. Nine of Cups again. That's nice. What else? Oof. Okay, Virgo. Calm your horses down. All right. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. All right, Virgo. You kind of stunned on us a little bit. All right, bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So I feel like the Nine of Cups coming out for you is like love or a divine connection. All right. So definitely look out for the lover of your dreams coming towards you if you are looking for love, or maybe like the friendship of your dreams, maybe like a divine connection in your family, like the perfect stranger coming towards you and things just going your way, like how you want to be treated, the things that you would like to do, how you want to be courted, that kind of thing. All right. Nine of Cups again is just having your way, the things that you want to happen in your life unfolding for you. Very magical with the Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles is grand. All right. Grand lifestyle, influx of income, windfalls, could be success within your family that could pour out and involve you as well and also bless your family. This is also like long-term blessings. So, you won't only just see your height and luck happening in July, but this could continue the rest of the summer for you with the 10 of Pentacles. It's like long term. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's see. Also, this lover coming in, I see things moving really fast. Usually that can be a red flag, but with it being the blessing that's coming through, it just could be very aligned and just meant to be, meant to happen that way. What's the Nine of Cups for my Virgos? Oof. All right, Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups. Lots of luck. Just a very, very, very lucky Virgo moving forward, okay? Big turnaround too. I felt like maybe your love life was not so cute most recently, okay? There could have been someone that you really had high hopes for and it came crashing down. But it looks like that's being turned around and you're really getting someone very amazing, much better than before. Also too, like just in your life, if you've had like a lot of what you could consider bad luck, that's being turned around and you're very highly favored during this time. All right, Nine of Pentacles, super abundant during this time. Also very balanced emotions. So if your emotions were all over the place, lots of balance there. Regaining that maturity if you had to get out of character most recently. This is also like enjoying the finer things in life, which we all love to do. All right, what else for Virgo? Six of Swords, which is just moving on to bigger and better. All right. Now, the Six of Swords is an energy where you're in a trial period. It's like, you're being guided to a much peaceful life, a much luckier life, positive life. But you also are tempted by the things that want to bring you back to your old life. So you have to be very vigilant to not turn back around, not to repeat cycles, not to text back that ex or entertain that ex. So just know that even as you are unfolding all of these blessings, there are things that from your past, most recent past, that are going to try to get in where they can fit in. So you have to be wary of that because people see you shining with the sun. They want a piece of that as well. So just be careful. Just know that sometimes these situations will try to spin the block, and you just got to know that you're on to bigger and better here. And the thing about the Six of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups is like the best is yet to come. Even as these things are unfolding for you, there's much better up ahead, but you have to stay of course. Okay. All right, Ten of Pentacles for Virgo. All right, we have the King of Cups here. All right, some of you guys, your father, something about your father, if your father is in your life, or even if they're not in your life, if they're estranged, but something about your father out of them wanting to nurture you could be blessing you in some way. This also could be the father of your child, could be wanting to bless you in some way monetarily, or maybe even playing a much bigger role in co-parenting to kind of take a load off for you as a parent, to where you're not going to be like single parent energy, or you have more free time, you know, to really indulge, and it's consistent. So this is like long term. So I don't know, something about like maybe being, what's the word, supported financially by a father, or a father figure could be coming into your life, helping with the finances, helping with the children. That could be very significant for some of you, especially single moms out there who are just needing some time for themselves, and also needing some time to like keep some money in the bank. I definitely feel like you're getting that support that you need, if that's from the actual child's father, or that's from maybe a new person coming in your life, or even a family member. All right. Now, if you're being blessed with like a windfall or lots of money, I see you being so, having so much gratitude that you're wanting to give back in some way. So that says two things: that a lot of income or material success is coming your way, that you have some to spare. And second thing is that you just have a lot of gratitude, and that you're a joyful giver, which means that more material success is coming your way as well. I feel like I'm losing my voice. All right, let's see. 10 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. So just very great family dynamic. Again, like something with your father or your child's father, a great family dynamic. Maybe even blending families with this new lover. That could be a really great, positive father figure, like a great provider, a nurturer, someone who's very caring, loves your children as their own, that kind of vibe. But yeah, also something about a legacy with your family. So, you know, your family could be blessed with an inheritance or just a lot of money. There's an influx in everyone's pockets here. Everybody eats. Okay. I don't know what that means, but everybody eats here. So that's nice. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. So let's move on to Libra. Alrighty. Moving on to Libra. Hi, Libs. All right, let's see. How are my Libras and Libra placements being blessed by Jupiter? How are my Libras and Libra placements being blessed by Jupiter during this time? How are my Libras and Libra placements being blessed by Jupiter during this time? Give me some messages, please. How are my Libras and Libra placements being blessed by Jupiter during this time? All right, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Fool. Okay, so this spread is all about independence. So this must be something that you really, really wanted. Like there was, hold on guys. I feel like I have to like burp. Excuse me, sorry. All right, so I feel like Libra, you really wanted the freedom with the Fool card to not rely on a certain someone or situation because it wasn't favorable to you. Like, how can I explain this? Like, maybe you were only able to progress on someone's timing, you know, someone would only help you or lead you when it was on their time, their accord. Also having to deal with like egos, attitudes, you know, that kind of thing, jealousy, envy, and it was just getting in the way of your progress. And I feel like you're stepping into moving forward, especially in the month of July, where you just don't have to rely on anyone. You have it all. You have everything. You have all the resources. You have all the connections. You ain't got to wait on no one. You don't got to worry about no one's ego getting inflated. You don't have to worry about someone trying to compete with you, being envious. You don't have to worry about someone, you know, upset with you because you won't do something, you know, someone trying to control you. I feel like you got it all. Like you're able to maintain on your own, and it really allows you to maybe have better creative control over your life. But it also allows you to just not be misled, maybe be respected as well, and just get out of like a really toxic dynamic where I feel like someone would just try to control you, almost like devil energy. Someone try to control you um, because they seen your potential. They knew that you didn't need them, but they would do things to where you did need them. So there's independence here. There's could be like living on your own finally, like if you wanted your own space, you finally living on your own, being stable, not having to, rely on anybody, not having to live with a roommate, not having to live with a lover, that kind of vibe. This also could be with work, maybe stepping into a position now where you don't have to answer to anyone, you answer to yourself. Okay, so there's big independence here and just more freedom. So I don't know where you just didn't feel free, but this is a big blessing. All right, so you manifested this with the Magician on the bottom of the deck, and it's coming into fruition for you. Yeah, you're stepping into a very independent role here, and it's working out very nicely. I just feel like you're going to be happier doing this. This is interesting. I don't know if my friend is watching, but she actually works in construction, and I am so like, I admire her so much because she's like a woman in construction, and she just, every time she like posts content, she just looks like such a boss. So I wonder if she's watching. All right, let's see. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here for Libra. Yeah, Eight of Cups. You are moving on to another role. I feel like someone was trying to control you, like someone like you, like romantically. You know what I'm saying? Ew, like, sorry, I don't mean to scrunch up my face like that, but I feel like that's how you feel about this person. You're like, no, thank you. Okay. But the Eight of Cups, like someone was just like not allowing you to have growth, not allowing you to have forward movement, trying to keep you on pause mode, keep you stagnated in the same spot very unfairly, and trying to assert dominance or control over you. But you are slipping out of that situation. Whenever I think of words like slip, I can't get like baby oil out of my mind because of the situation that's going on all over social media. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, tell me more about the Queen of Swords for Libra. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you are just like a master, or something has become a profession for you. You're able to go do something independently, maybe start your own business, or just move up on a role. You've been promoted, even if it's against this person's wishes or desires. They want to keep you beneath them, or someone wanted to keep you in their eyesight, which is like kind of creepy. But I see that you're like moving ahead, and you no longer have to answer to this situation or this person. Someone doesn't control your money anymore. Someone doesn't control your livelihood. Someone doesn't control your schedule, something like that. And it's just like such a blessing. What's the Fool? All right, the Fool, we have the Ace of Wands. So this just makes you more motivated now. I feel like you just have more like creative space to really like do more. You may be posting more now on social media. You may like start to I don't know, I see you like buying more clothes, like upping your fashion game, even though Libra, you already are number one in the fashion game. I just see you like doing more for yourself, having more creative expansion here with the Ace of Wands. Also being able to attract more opportunities to assert your like boss energy or just your independence. Okay, so like this was a factor before. This person or the situation was definitely a factor, because now things are just bleeding in with the Ace of Wands. Definitely able to take initiative and take opportunities where you wouldn't have been able to before. Someone was standing in your way. Like, who is this person? right, let's see what else is here. All right, we have the Five of Swords. Okay. I also feel like someone, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords, right? So you're way smarter than most people think. I don't know why people don't think you are, but I just don't get it. I don't understand. You're a Libra. But anyway, you're way smarter than most think. So there's going to come a time now that you're stepping into this independence where there's going to be like a group of individuals who may try to, what's the word, intimidate you. And I just see them being no match for you. So I don't know what this is. Like the Five of Swords, sometimes it's like envy, competition. You know, you could be like the first, what's the word? I don't want to say minority because it's not really like a minority thing. It's like whoever you are, I don't know why you're being underestimated, but you're like the first whatever to do something, to step into some type of position, to make some type of stride. I see you sitting with a group of people who are trying to undermine you, and you just make them look so dumb, so silly, so stupid. And it's almost like crickets after the conversation. Like no one is trying to say anything to you. Nobody wants to speak. Nobody wants to question you again. And it stays that way afterwards. Okay. So there's like a big level of respect that you're having here. People didn't know that you're so quick witted or how intelligent you are or how intellectual you are. Okay. But there's something coming up here. And it's interesting too, because I feel like this is meant to catch you off guard, but it's like you don't even need to be prepared for this situation or this round table. So very interesting. Good for you, Libra. I feel like lots of respect is coming from this. So something about your reputation being increased, or just you being known for something in a positive light. I feel like a lot of respect is coming to you and standing in your independence. Like not only are you affirming that you don't need this person or anyone for anything, you can do it all alone, but also other people respecting that and seeing that and just knowing not to ever like put you on that space where you're codependent or try to make you codependent in a situation. So lots of respect in a new position. Like I feel like you're gaining momentum in a new position here. Could be like some manager position or like starting your own business. I don't know. Good for you. All right, so that's what I have. It's more so like an independence thing. It's really good. And then you just take off from there. Like you never go back. You never go back. I think that's significant. All right, moving forward. Moving forward. Robert. Okay, you about to start some ish in the chat. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. But don't start with my Libras now. All right. Moving on to my Scorpios. All right. So this is for my Scorpios and Scorpio placements. How are my Scorpios and Scorpio placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? How are my Scorpios and Scorpio placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Give me some messages, please. How are my Scorpios and Scorpio placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Alrighty, guys, let's see. All right, how are my Scorpios and Scorpio placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Oh, Scorpio, I did your reading today as well, so go ahead and check that out on the channel when you have time. All right. All right, so how are my Scorpios and Scorpio placements being blessed by Jupiter? How are they being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Give me some messages. Ooh, Three of Cups. Okay. What else? Oh, wow. The Star. Wow, 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 wow. All right, we have the tower. Okay, so something very shocking but very positive is coming towards you. I think it's because you've been like solo dolo, or you've just been in a lot of solitude during this time. You also could have like maybe Taurus placements as well. So you may want to go watch the Taurus reading with that hermit energy, because Taurus is in hermit energy right now. But anyway, um, something shocking is going to happen. So, first and foremost, could be a new group of friends that you really get a really good vibe going with these people and you really enjoy. Lots of fun moments out. Maybe these people get you out of the house and you just always have a good time. It's never a bad time. It's no drama, no toxicity. It's really just really wholesome fun, lots of good moments together. Then we have the star. So what I feel like with the star is like lots of helping moments, like maybe even in ways that you didn't even think you needed the help. This could be like very deep rooted things, okay? So this could be like healing, like maybe someone really heals you just by having a conversation, or maybe you guys take a trip together, or you guys hang out and go somewhere very specific, to your needs. I feel like that could be very helping. There also could be a lot of popularity coming towards you. You could be getting a lot of popularity, exposure, think fame, okay? Something you do can be going viral at this time. You could be getting known for doing something. You could be very popular for something that you possess or something that you do. So that is amazing. Hmm. Stars also wish fulfillment as well. So if you have something really heavy on your heart that you're wanting to come true, that could be unfolding for you in July as well. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this and see what's going on with this new friend group and also with the star. Clarify the Three of Cups for Scorps. All right, what's the Three of Cups? All right, we have the Hierophant. All right, this is interesting. All right, and this could be for some people, but not all. You could be meeting like people through some type of religious institution or like spiritual community. You could be making some really grand friends through that. This also could be through some type of training or classes, schooling, that type of vibe as well. Now, the Hierophant with the Three of Cups is also like divine alignment towards friends or a social group. This kind of gives off like lifelong friendships. Could be very different from the type of friends that you already possess, but this could be like your real core group, your soul tribe coming in. So you may not really believe that. I don't know why I'd feel like you don't believe that, but in a weird way, you may meet these people, stumble across these individuals, and you guys just kind of take off from there. These will be lifelong friends. Very wise people. So I don't know who your friends are in today's time, but these people are very wise and very mature. I feel like you like that. Or it could even be older than you. I'm just seeing like the Golden Girls. So I just feel like lifelong friends, okay? We have the King of Cups. So you will possess a lot of love in your heart for these individuals. They make your soul smile. That's just what I'm feeling. Like these type of people make your soul smile. Whether you guys stay in, you guys take like a trip together, you guys go out, it's just always a really fun vibe and very peaceful and positive. Very supportive group as well. Very spiritually aligned as well. So it could be a good mix also like of like the zodiacs between you all. Feels very balanced. Okay, so 10 of Cups, really core, a really good core group of friends coming towards you. Lifelong. Let's see what else. I feel like they just get you. I don't know. because you could be very multi-layered, but these people just kind of get you. You don't have to put on one like face to hang out with them. You can be your total self here. Very intelligent people coming towards you, also very loyal with the Ace of Swords, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Not much. Great conversations. All right, that's nice. All right, we also have the star here too. So tell me about the star. Now, this could be a little like random, but also some of you guys too may get like free services, okay? Like free nail day, free haircut, free hairstyle, free wig put on, free spa services, free massage, okay? Something is free. Something is just being handed to you and it's good. It's not like going to be a butchered job. It's actually really good. It was a great service. All right, let's see. What's the star? Ooh, Knight of Cups. All right, so not only are you getting very popular or something is going viral for you, you're being adored and admired for it. I feel like you're gaining a big following from it or just a very supportive group. I'm also getting like Facebook for some reason. Like maybe you're getting popular within a Facebook group and very supportive people. Also could be meeting someone as well because the star wanted to come out twice. So something about an Aquarius. Okay, look out for an Aquarius for sure. Let's see what else is here. All right, we have the Page of Wands. Nice. Again, there's something about you just being yourself because the Page of Wands is like your inner child or just being a little bit more carefree, having a little bit more fun, being very passionate behind your actions, you know, not thinking too much, not trying to portray, you know, something to society, just being your authentic self. And I see you getting a lot of like popularity for that. So good time to be posting online. Okay. Also, attracting a very like generous lover here. For those of you who are single or just even dating and you're just not impressed by who you're currently dating, you're attracting a very generous lover here. This person also could have some popularity behind them. They're going to like you for you being very authentic and something about you guys playing a lot. So this kind of reminds me of like my mom and my stepdad. They like to play a lot. Like they like to play a lot. They like to tussle. They like to wrestle. They like to act like they're cellmates in jail and like give each other a little shanking. Like they do childish things like that. So I don't know if you and this person will have that attitude towards each other. I don't know. I don't know, but it looks fun. All right. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, but definitely look out for an Aquarius. Alrighty, moving forward. Moving forward to Sagittarius. Hi, Sag. All right, so this will be for Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements. So let's see how Jupiter is blessing my Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements at this time. How is Jupiter blessing my Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements at this time? Hi, Zachary. How are you? How is Jupiter blessing my Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements at this time? All right, we have the Strength card. And we have the King of Pentacles. That's nice. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Oops. Okay, there we go. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Ooh, sorry, y'all. All right. What do we have? The Lovers. All right, so this can be like soul level alignment towards opportunities, towards people, you know, friendships, lovers, you know, that kind of thing, towards opportunities, jobs, ideas that are coming into fruition for you. This is also like making really good choices that move you ahead in life, lead you to your purpose. What else can I say with the Lovers? This is a really beautiful connection as well that could be unraveling for you. So that's nice. What was under the Lovers? Seven of Cups. Okay, so it looks like you could be having your pick right now. You can have a lot of options. So you may not know which one is the best at this moment, but it looks like you will be aligned to which one is the best. It will be revealing itself very soon. If my screen would want to focus. Okay. All right. We have the Strength card. So again, this is like overcoming a really huge obstacle or obstacles that happened in the past, coming out on the light at the end of the tunnel, coming out on top, things that were meant to devastate you, just coming out on top here. Strength card as well is like having a lot of courage and bravery to do new things, to push yourself, to step outside of the box. So you could be really like brave to try things that other people do not, and then landing grand opportunities or getting a lot of blessings or luck from doing those things. Strength card is also having a lot of like self-discipline, self-control, standing clear from the things that are not good for you, the people that are not good for you, the environments that are not good for you. Okay? So, your life gets better when you do those things. We have the King of Pentacles, so definitely a big lifestyle upgrade. This could be your surroundings. This could be promotions at your job. This could be in your business if you are an entrepreneur. This is more income coming in, more material success, more abundance, more luck when it comes to your stability. All right. So it looks like you're playing a major role here. King of Pentacles is a breadwinner. So that is always a plus to hear. So let's go ahead and clarify that and see how that's working out for you. All right, give me the Strength card for my Saggies. Tell me about the Strength card for Sagittarius. How are they being blessed by the Strength card here? What is the Strength card for Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements? Ooh. King of Wands. Okay, so being a leader or being an inspiration for others. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Being a leader or being an inspiration for others, like showing people how it's done, not being afraid to be the first one to do things. Being, what is it called? Being a trailblazer. That's what I see with the Strength card and the King of Wands. Okay. So being the first one to kind of like, it's interesting because people could be looking at you as like the guinea pig, like doing something that's kind of risky, but you kind of show them how abundant and prosperous it is to kind of go after your dreams, your goals. And it's landing very well for you. And you're inspiring a lot of people along the way. Also, King of Wands is a big, 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 big entrepreneur card. So you could be picking up a side hustle that's very lucrative for you with the King of Pentacles. It's interesting. Just because you pick up like a side hustle doesn't mean you have to leave your regular job unless you choose to. But there's sometimes where people do have that side hustle and they make more money than their initial salary. So I do see that revelation for a lot of you that I'm speaking to. So just very lucrative energy here just by taking action, going after what you want, chasing your dreams. This is like a dream chaser here. All right. And not being afraid to push the limit or try something new or do something that's kind of like risky, but I feel like you find excitement behind it. All right. Let's see what else is here. Bye, Robert. All right, let's see. Give me some more messages for my Saggies. Ooh, my goodness. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. If you're on this path of self-discipline, okay? Self-discipline is like when you're tempted to do things that you know have led you in a very bad place or dark place, and you found comfort in those things, or it's just easier to do those things. It becomes like a cycle, but like really telling yourself no, having obedience, knowing that if you can continue on this path, really great things are up ahead. So, one of your blessings here, because I feel like you've been practicing this and you will continue to, is just, creating a legacy for yourself. This also could be, again, like becoming a breadwinner of your family, turning the page in your generation. This could be an influx of money. Some of you guys may have had bad habits or routines involving your money that would make you spend a lot or not be able to save or budget correctly. So you may see a big turn in your finances for the rest of the year, in your bank statements, by just having more self-control and just retaining more money and also attracting more money. But yeah, with that 10 of Pentacles, a big windfall coming in. This could be your blessing for just making better choices, because that also is the Lovers, is like making highly aligned choices for yourself. That's it. It's not rocket science, but it is hard to do sometimes because this world is full of temptations, All right, what is the King of Pentacles for my Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements? All right, we have the Seven of Wands. Lots of confidence when it comes to making money or just being like a big provider. Okay, so I don't know, like you're going to be making more money in July, and then you're going to have the confidence to know that you can continue to elevate your finances and your stability moving forward, which is great because there's like this study on people who like become millionaires and they end up having to get coaching on their subconscious because they start to have those limiting beliefs once they hit that million of if they can maintain it or if they could even build from there. But this is like the opposite. The King of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands as a blessing is like that ego, that healthy ego as you progress in life, as you up your stability, as you up your lifestyle, as you climb that ladder, in your career, in your business, knowing that you can do much better the next month, knowing that you can maintain it and also bring in much more financial success. So good. Let's see what else is here. All right, Nine of Swords. So getting out of your head, getting out of like self-limiting beliefs. All right, better sleep as well. All right. Also, King of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords is like making money in your sleep. So that is really nice. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. All right. Keep doing it. And you're also being urged not to speak about your new lifestyle that's coming in, because we have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So don't brag too much, or just don't speak about it. Just enjoy it in your own comfort. But yeah, making money in your sleep, getting more restful, peaceful sleep, getting out of your head, getting out of self-limiting beliefs, not talking down on yourself, not talking down on your capabilities, maybe even like your financial situation, like speaking positively and getting more confident about what you can possess in this world and then making it happen. So really good reading. All right. So that's what I have for you, Sag. And we're going to move on to Capricorn. No problem, Tarot D'Amore. No problem, y'all. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do Cappy. All right, Capricorn, this is for you and Capricorn placements. How are my Capricorns and Capricorn placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? How are my Capricorns and Capricorn placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Give me some messages. How are my Capricorns and Capricorn placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? If you guys are still with me, please give this a like if you have not done so already. I do really appreciate it. So thank you. All right, let's see. How are my Capricorns and Capricorn placements being blessed by Jupiter at this time? Give me some messages. Ooh, okay. Knight of Swords. Oops. Okay, cool. Knight of Swords, and what else? Five of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, that is shady in a good way. Okay, it's a good type of shade. Alrighty. Anyway, all right, first and foremost, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So tons of grand opportunities coming your way, almost like back to back. All right, so expect good news and a great opportunity to come your way, and then expect more good news and another good opportunity to come your way, and then expect more good news and another good opportunity come your way. It's like back to back great news, grand opportunities. Okay. And then what I see that you're doing, you don't get tired, Capricorn. You are seizing all of those opportunities. All right. With the Knight of Swords, you're seizing all of them. You're like, I'm going to take this. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you. Another one. Thank you. Another one. All right. So that's what you're doing here. You are not leaving no stone unturned. And then another really good one, which I said was your good shade card, is the Five of Pentacles. So this is kind of like similar to Leo's, but kind of different with that Five of Pentacles, where you have been overlooked, right? You've been cast out or overshadowed or abandoned, left out in the cold, alienated. And the group or the individual or the entity that has alienated you will be watching your success. Okay. So it's almost like someone doubted you, overlooked you, and then they'll see that you are the chosen one. And as they're watching, it's like, damn, I should have treated Capricorn better. I should have invited Capricorn out more. I should have made friends with Capricorn. I should have did this opportunity with Capricorn, whatever. So there's like a lot of like regret and shame and guilt of those or the situations that have casted you out because you're winning. You're winning big, okay? Like back to back opportunities. So let's go ahead and clarify this. And you're taking advantage of all these opportunities, So it's just really good. All right. So what's the Knight of Swords for Cappy? All right. Knight of Swords for my Capricorns and Capricorn placements. Give me some messages, please. Let's see what comes out for you. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. So business success. I don't know. You're taking advantage of some opportunity that has to do with like business or career success. This also could be with your home life. Could be something really grand and last minute that you have to do, especially when it comes to your home life. So if you're a parent, this could be like an opportunity for your children or just that could help you as a parent, as a mother, as a father. Now, if this is like your household or your living situation, you could be offered like maybe more space or to live in a nicer community. And it's like it's like you're not paying the worth of that. You're not having to dish out more money. So it's like you almost have to make like a last minute decision to do this. But I see you taking advantage of that opportunity. So I don't know. Like, for example, like say there's one part of the community that is like very grand area, and then there's another part of the community that's kind of like middle class, and that's where you reside and you're comfortable there and you've got a bang for your buck and whatever. Then something opens up in the grander community and it's like a lot of space and it's in a nice environment. It's like in your dream space, your dream community, and it's going for a really great price. It's almost like you switch over to it and you don't fear that it's going to change abruptly in the future. You just kind of go with it. And then more opportunities just kind of follow you there. Does that make sense? So this is also like with, I don't know, maybe like a position change. This is also, again, relocation, position change, maybe even in your business. You don't really think twice about this. You just kind of like seize the opportunity, and it brings in more stability, maybe more, a better lifestyle for you, more resources, better income, that kind of vibe, better lifestyle. And the thing is, too, Queen of Pentacles is like a very wise decision. So it's, some people may think, oh, this is crazy, like, how expensive it is over there, but it's wise. It actually works out for you. All right, Ten of Swords as well. Oops. Okay, if it wants to show, hello. There we go. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords, bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles again. So something that devastated you about being alienated, cast out, abandoned, left behind. An opportunity is coming in where you don't belong anyway. So it's like if you would have been included, you may have missed the mark of this really grand opportunity. So this is exactly how it was supposed to play out. But tell me about the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Moon. Okay, so this could have really made you like second guess yourself. This could have brought in some insecurities that otherwise would not have been there about yourself. I feel like that's coming to an end. This opportunity just kind of takes over your mind. It takes over also your emotions to where you just don't have time, the energy, or the care to care about the situation that devastated you. You're moving on. You're moving on and up, okay? What's the Five of Pentacles? Your reading feels like an overnight change. All right, what's the Five of Pentacles? Ooh, King of Pentacles, okay? Similar energy as Sag. So again, making more money. You could be getting a promotion, something about you being a breadwinner, or just gaining more resources, a better lifestyle, better stability here, better home life. Others are going to have to watch you. The people who overlooked you or casted you out are going to have to watch this level up. There's a lot of regret from these people or from this situation, very regretful about overlooking you. Yeah, similar energy with Leo as well. But something is coming in like you're hitting the jackpot. I would watch Leo's reading as well, Cappy, because it's very similar in that way. So you kind of felt bad for yourself, but after these opportunities come in, you won't feel bad for yourself much longer, okay? This was supposed to happen this way because you're attracting much greater success here. You're attracting much more money. You're attracting a better environment, a better lifestyle. You're getting a lot of material success here. Yeah. Some of you guys are attracting a relationship. Someone who is equally yoked as you, okay? Someone that you could feel like is equally yoked as you, because we have the King of Pentacles out here and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then I have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys are also attracting a lover who's not doing too bad for themselves. They have a really great career, or they have money in the bank. They have great stability. They have a great lifestyle or home life. Very stable individual. Could have similar values as you as well. So look out for that. Again, this is back-to-back blessings or opportunities. So not only is like maybe your environment changing and like maybe your income, your stability, but also love could be coming in as well. After like a drought in love or a dry spell. All right, so that's what I have for you, Cappy. Alrighty, moving on to Aquarius. Hi, Aqua. All right, so this is for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. Let's go ahead and see how Jupiter is going to be blessing you at this time. Give me some messages for my Aquarius and Aquarius placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Aquariuses at this time? Give me some messages, please, for Aquarius. How is Jupiter going to be blessing my Aquarius and Aquarius placements? All right, Judgment. Ooh, and the Six of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Okay, so again, a trailblazer in what you're doing. You're standing out from the crowd because you're not following the crowd. Like people around you are all doing the same thing and you're choosing to be in a different direction. With the Judgment card, there's two things here. This is about like making a very good decision for yourself and for your life that lands you in the right place, lands you into a lot of luck, positivity, abundance, and blessings. And it's also about being tested by the universe. So sometimes before a blessing comes in, you're tested to see if you're really in alignment with that blessing. And I feel like you're passing this test with flying colors. So you don't have to worry about that. I feel like you're choosing correctly. And after that comes the World card, closing out of a chapter or a cycle. And then blessings just kind of ring in for you. So I feel like the universe is going to be very pleased with your decisions moving forward, and you'll see a lot of rewards coming from that. Okay. But just also just making very conscious decisions for yourself, not repeating cycles that you know this won't end well. Not being tempted to repeat cycles as well, I think is a big blessing for you. And then you have the Six of Pentacles here. This is like exchange, right? So, but it's like a lot of value for what you give out. So like think about like if you lived your life with just unlimited discounts, you know? Like if you pay the smallest amount for unlimited value. So you may find a lot of generosity coming your way, a lot of favors, a lot of luck with that, money, gifts. You just might see that you have like the gift of gab, turning things into your direction. This is like almost like I see you with the receiving hand, just receiving without having to give out much, giving out the bare minimum. And it's not like you're, doing this with bad intentions. This is just your blessing right now. All right. So just being a lot of generous energy and people, offers, gifts, money coming your way without you having to do much. You may have like this energy too, because you are the humanitarian, where you could have like guilt behind receiving, but I feel like you'll get over that. I didn't want to say it that way, but I am a little tired. But let me explain that better. I feel like that is like part of like your self concept. Like, you're just someone who has a lot of gratitude. So you may feel uncomfortable with receiving a lot, but something is going to smooth over where you'll be more at ease, and it allows more money, more luck, more reward to flow into your life that way. This is meant to happen. You deserve this, okay? Not you'll get over that. Thank you, Nisha. Love. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Clarify judgment for my aquas. Something is really hard for you to turn down or turn away because it feels like, in a way, wish fulfillment. Let me explain that to you. Like it comes with a lot of what you manifested, but it's not the real deal because some part of it is kind of reckless or toxic or bad for you. Like it comes with a lot, but it also comes with some bad. And you're being tested right now to see if you want to leave that alone and really get all of what you manifested. And I feel like you're doing just that. And you're going to see how much better it gets. Like you may have felt like, oh, this is the best. Like this is the best. I can't really get it spot on. This is the best. No, that's not how it's meant to go for you. All right, so let's see. What's the judgment card? Death card. You know what I was getting? I was getting that song by Giveon, and it's called Garden Kisses. And I was like, oh my God, not Aquarius's ex outside their window. And it's funny that the death card came out. It's like, that's dead. That's an ending, right? Because this ending is gonna bring transformation for you. It's better out there. But this person is pretty convincing. You know, their charm is very undeniable. But I just feel like you know that there is better out there. Whatever this opportunity or this person is, like outside your window, blasting the R&B off of the stereo, trying to persuade you back in, but you just know there's better. Okay. See what else is here. You make me laugh, Aquarius. All right, let's see. Yeah, the Magician. You can have exactly what you want to a T. You don't have to lowball yourself or underestimate your manifesting abilities. Sometimes when we do manifest things that are super grand, they come in larger packages and it may take a little bit more time to come through. But I do see this unraveling for you. Okay. So something is a success or a victory going in your favor. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Lots of generosity coming your way. I feel like this is karma because you are always so generous with people. And this may be something that is unknowing to you. Like you do know it, but do you really know how generous you can be? So this is just coming back to you tenfold. What's the Six of Pentacles here? Dang, okay. Ten of Swords. Definitely owed to you karmically because there's been people that you've helped out that have like stabbed you in the back. So it's now time for you to receive without giving, without having any of that risk of being deceived, taken advantage of. So it's now time for you to receive, you know, and not have to risk anything within yourself, you know, like risk your trust, you know. Yeah, Seven of Swords, okay? Hard. It's hard from the past because a lot of people that you gave to like lied about the things that they needed things for. I feel like people have like come up with very extravagant stories to get things out of you, like played on your emotions, okay? Um really got you really deeply involved and invested on their downfall and very scam likely. And so there's a lot of like karma that's owed to you here. So there's going to be a lot of strangers just giving to you in every way possible, very random. Okay. But I don't feel like you have to shed anything out to receive. So just remember that. Don't feel guilt because there's two things here, right? The people who are going to be giving to you, you're not planning on stabbing them in the back or devastating them. You're not planning to lead them into some type of long-term depression. And another thing, you don't plan to lie, cheat, or steal to get what you're getting out of these people. They're just giving it to you off of your energy or just being guided to give to you. So I don't feel like if you do feel guilt sometimes from just receiving so much, you just really need to release that. Release that burden because it's not your burden to hold. This is your blessing. Also, look out for some type of creative endeavor that could be coming towards you like late July. Okay. It's going to be some type of idea. You could feel very motivated about it, something that you are putting a lot of inspiration behind. I feel like you're being called to really create or take action behind this. Okay. So, like if it's like writing, publishing something, if it's I don't know, if you're like an artist, if you're being called to do music, if you're being called to create a product, a brand, Do it. All right. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Don't sleep on it. Do it. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hi, China. All right. Let's go ahead and do Pisces. Hi, Pisces. All right. Give me some messages for my Pisces and Pisces placements. How is Jupiter blessing my Pisces and Pisces placements at this time? How can my Pisces and Pisces placements expect Jupiter to bless them during this time? How can my Pisces and Pisces placements expect Jupiter to bless them during this time? All right. What else? Interesting. Okay. Page of Swords. You know what I'm getting from this? First and foremost, which should I show first? Okay, I'll start with this. Aries kind of got this energy too, which is like stumbling across some valuable information very coincidentally, very randomly. It's like, oh, it's very like spiritual, and you know all about spirituality. You are very spiritually inclined. So I feel like you're stumbling across some type of valuable information just at the right time. It's coming to you and it's coming to you for a reason. All right. Something is going to intuitively guide you towards whatever you're finding here. And I feel like you're being called to like act on it. I don't know what this is. You know what is interesting too? I'm getting like some doubts about it's almost like you're finding, okay, you know how they say like if you get an idea to act on it because ideas circulate in the universe. So like if you don't act on it, someone else will, and then a year from now you'll see that someone patented it and then they're getting rich off of your idea that you thought about a year ago but you never acted on it. It's almost like someone's idea that they slept on is dropping into your lap. I see that your doubts with this is that you do not want to copy this idea, but it's not like it's being given to you from like a friend or someone that you know. You're stumbling upon this for a reason. Also, you are able to, with the Ace of Wands, put a very creative spin on it and make it a success. Okay, so, and you also have a strong, like, intuitive pull to do this. Like, even if you do have these doubts, or you have these self-sabotaging like fears or limits, it's almost like your brain will not allow you to forget about this. Okay, you'll be thinking about this all night, you'll be thinking about this all day, you'll be thinking about this when you shower, when you're on the shitter. Okay, so you're meant to do this, but I feel like for some reason you feel like you are copying, but it's not copying. I feel like this stumbled upon you for a reason. I feel like it's inspiration. And I also feel like with the Ace of Wands, you're putting a big creative spin on it where it's like, this was meant for you. This was meant for you to come across, to find, to stumble upon. Okay. What's under the Page of Swords? Hermit. I almost feel like you really go into a deep dive about this. It becomes a big interest for you. It's something that is really like on your path of something that you could be interested in, could be something that's a purpose for you. Okay. But you just feel like, oh, I don't want to copy this, or this wasn't original, but you are going to make it original. I feel like you're meant to do this, but I just see you just kind of being like, oh, I don't want to copy this, but it was placed before you for a reason. What's the High Priestess? I also feel like it's enough space out there for everybody to do similar things. Like, I just don't get that. I don't get that when people like are like, oh, it's oversaturated, or if maybe someone that they know in their community is doing something similar, it's like there's enough space to do, and you're going to do it differently. You're going to gravitate with a different customer base, clientele. Your product is going to be different. It's going to have a different energy. So your services are going to have a different energy. You know, your brand is going to have a different energy. So I don't know. Let me see. What's the High Priestess? All right, we have the Queen of Cups. Again, something that you will be very passionate about, okay? There's a big intuitive pull to this. Like, even if you try to just forget about this, it keeps pulling you back. You have a lot of care or passion behind this. So it's not something that you're just taking. You really care about what this is. You have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of creativity, you actually have purpose behind this. It also could be very successful with the Chariots. Everything that everyone is doing right now in life, no matter what job they're working, or if they have their own business, what school they went to, the type of person that they're dating, it's because they got inspiration from someone. Okay. The food that they eat. Okay. The lashes that they wear, it's inspiration. Yeah, the Four of Cups. It's almost like you try to push it out of your brain, you know? I don't know what that is about. And we have the High Priestess again. Like your intuition keeps calling you to this, to revisit this, to try this out, to give it a go. But you almost like don't want to be like disloyal, or and it's not even like you know this individual or that you know where this came from. It just kind of dropped in your lap. It's almost like the spiritual algorithm brought this to you because it's what you're supposed to do. Give me one more card for Pisces for this, for the High Priestess. Yeah, okay. I just shuffled and again, High Priestess came out. Could be something spiritually, like a spiritual profession, maybe that you want to get into, and you're very passionate about it. You have a nurturing like type of energy towards it. But if it's not spiritual, I just feel like your intuition keeps pulling you to this. It's something that you enjoy, something that you really can nurture and grow, and that could be lucrative for you. What's the Ace of Wands? I feel like some of you guys have a wound around individualism. Okay. So I don't know what that's about. Like maybe growing up, if you grew up with like, especially if you grew up with like siblings, maybe you got teased for like following in your siblings' footsteps or something like that. What's the Ace of Wands? The Lovers. This is a line for you. This is a grand choice that you do not need to sleep on. I feel like you have a fear of judgment here, you know, or maybe like enemies, building enemies by going after this, by doing what you love. Yeah, Temperance is here. You have good character or good morale behind doing this. You're not doing this with bad intent. So I feel like go after it. It's calling you to like first and foremost be the Knight of Wands. So not first of all, be brave, okay? Be brave. Don't be afraid to do something that you actually want to do. Live your life, you know, like expound on your life, live your wildest dreams. Don't care what people think. Knight of Wands is also like just taking a risk, okay? And not thinking too much on it because it can land very well for you. And then under that, you have the Hierophant. So like trust in the universe that this was brought to you. It's divine alignment. Then under that, you have the Eight of Swords. So like don't self-sabotage this opportunity. It's coming to you for a reason. It's not coming towards you or falling in your lap because it's bogus. Like this is definitely for you. What else? One more card for Pisces. Wheel of Fortune. This could really turn your situation around, whatever situation this could concern. If it's your finances, it could turn that around. If it's your lifestyle, if you're wanting to live a certain lifestyle, you have desires around that, it could turn that around. If it's within your love life, it could turn around, because this also gives um like liking someone, like really really having a deep connection with someone but not wanting to step on someone's toes. Okay, so that could be a thing as well, if you catch my drift, like not wanting to date someone that you're not even really close with, their ex, because y'all went to school with each other, like hello. But this could really turn your life around. This could be the thing that kind of makes things click in your life. So I feel like go for it and do not care what people think or say. You have to find purpose in this life, and you have to be happy with your decisions. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to know like your character. With temperance, this is good character, good morale. So if you know that you don't have bad intentions behind something, go for it. You're just being called to be brave here, strength card. I believe in you. I know that you're not a scaredy cat. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Guys, I really enjoyed this reading. This was amazing. I love, love, love reading about positive things coming towards you guys. I enjoyed this so much. I will be back on the channel tomorrow. Um, doing the next couple of signs, the next 4 signs that we need to do. I love you guys so much. Make sure to like the video before you go. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, that's all. Until next time. Bye. Baby,